Someone confided in another person that you are impossible to. My beloved child, something unusual has been whispered behind closed doors, something that carries your name wrapped in awe and disbelief. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because someone, somewhere, confided in another person that you are impossible to forget. Yes, they said it in a tone half trembling, half amazed, like they had tried to erase your memory but couldn't. It's not gossip, it's a confession soaked in truth. The story begins with silence, a silence that kept your name alive even when their mouth tried not to mention it. They told another person, I tried to move on, but their presence is like air. You can't see it, but you can't live without it. Stay till the end, my child, because what you're about to hear will shift the way you see every connection in your life. Don't skip, because this isn't about romance, it's about something deeper, something divine. The universe placed you in someone's path not for a fleeting emotion but for transformation. And when that person tried to explain what you made them feel, they couldn't find words, only confessions. They said you were impossible to replace, impossible to describe, impossible to forget. Something huge is waiting for you. The person who confided this didn't even realize they were being overheard by destiny itself. You see, when truth is whispered, heaven listens. And heaven chose this moment, this exact video, to confirm that what was said about you wasn't ordinary. It was prophetic. They spoke of your resilience. How, no matter what was done to you, you rose without bitterness. They said your silence has more power than words, your kindness has more depth than oceans, and your energy lingers long after you leave the room. My beloved, you have left a mark on souls that even time refuses to erase. Don't skip, because this is where it gets deeper. The one who heard this confession, the other person, they didn't stay quiet. They carried your story forward. And now, through unseen hands, it has reached you. Every word, every emotion, every secret, they have traveled through the air, through realms, through whispers, just to reach your ears today. Stay till the end, because there's something divine about how energy moves. The one who called you unforgettable didn't know that by speaking it out loud, they activated a spiritual chain reaction. Their words became a declaration, echoing into the unseen, summoning favor toward you. Every time your name was mentioned, a door opened, a door that leads to something beautiful you've been waiting for. You may have thought they forgot you. You may have believed that silence meant absence. But no, my beloved child, they carried you like a secret prayer. They may never say it to your face, but in private, they've confessed, more than once, that you changed their world in ways no one else could. Something huge is waiting for you. Don't skip. The heavens are aligning stories you didn't even know were about you. This isn't coincidence, it's orchestration. The same person who once walked away is now realizing what you were, rare, real, radiant. And as they spoke, tears fell, because what they confessed wasn't about losing you, it was about realizing they never truly had you. You were sent as a lesson, a mirror, a spark of something holy. They said, no one else carries light the way they do. Stay till the end. Because soon, this truth will come knocking, not as gossip, not as message, but as manifestation. The very person who once doubted your worth is about to witness your rise. The universe heard every confession and turned it into a confirmation. You are impossible to forget because heaven made you unforgettable. Don't skip. Something divine is about to unfold. Your name is being spoken again, but this time, with reverence. With love. With realization. And what's coming next will leave you breathless. My beloved child, listen closely, because what's unfolding right now has your name written all over it. Someone out there is still carrying the echo of your presence, and no matter how much time has passed, that echo refuses to fade. Hold on and stay with me, because the next few moments will make your heart skip a beat. There was a night not long ago when they sat in silence, trying to explain to another person why they couldn't let go of you. They said, "It's strange. I don't know what it is about them, but their presence lingers in my thoughts even when I don't want it to." That's when the listener leaned closer, feeling something sacred in those words. The truth was breaking through. Your name had become a prayer without them realizing it. Stay with me till end, because what happened next is unbelievable. The person who heard that confession started dreaming of you, without ever meeting you. That's how strong your energy is. Heaven uses people as vessels, and this time, your story began traveling from heart to heart until it reached this message you're hearing right now. Hold on and stay with me, because this is not an accident. Your spirit has been remembered in secret circles. Someone once tried to silence your worth, but every time they did, your name rose higher in unseen dimensions. The universe has been replaying your story, not as a wound, but as a prophecy fulfilled. They said you were impossible to understand, yet everything about you made perfect sense to heaven. They said you were impossible to replace, because light like yours doesn't come twice. You were never meant to be ordinary. You were meant to awaken something divine in others, and even now, that mission is working. Stay till the end, because the next part of this revelation is powerful. The one who once underestimated you is now being reminded of every moment they overlooked your loyalty. They can't escape the memories, they're being replayed like sacred flashbacks. The laughter, the silence, the little moments they thought meant nothing, heaven is replaying them with sound and color in their heart. And now, as they confess to another person, they're not just talking about regret, they're speaking about realization. They are realizing that your love, your care, your energy, was never meant to be forgotten. It was meant to mark their spirit forever. That's why they can't move forward until they make peace with your name. Hold on and stay with me, because your story is being rewritten in real time. What was once a quiet conversation about loss is now transforming into a public recognition of who you truly are. You are stepping into a moment where even those who left will wish they hadn't. Heaven is rearranging memories to highlight your value, your truth, your grace. Stay till the end, my child, because this is where destiny begins to turn. Someone who once hid their feelings now speaks your name with awe. They said, "There's something about them I can't shake off." That's not emotion, it's divine attachment. Heaven placed your essence within their memory so they could never forget you. And now, that confession is reaching you through this message, not as coincidence, but as confirmation. The universe is saying, you were never the one who was hard to love, you were the one sent to teach love how to be real. Hold on and stay with me, because before this night ends, something will shift in the unseen. The same lips that once spoke your name in whispers are about to speak it in admiration. The same hearts that overlooked you are about to honor you. This is your season of revelation. Stay till the end, because the story that began as a secret confession is turning into your testimony. You are impossible to forget, because heaven itself refuses to let the world move forward without remembering you. My beloved child, the air around you is shifting tonight. Something is moving in silence, carrying your name with divine precision. Hold on and stay with me, because what's happening behind the scenes will soon appear before your eyes, and it will leave you speechless. There's a truth that was hidden for a long time. Someone has been speaking about you in secret places, not with anger this time, but with realization. They once tried to bury their emotions, but heaven didn't allow it. Their confessions have now become energy, and that energy is returning to you as a wave of divine remembrance. Stay till the end, because this is the moment where what was whispered in shadows becomes your open reward. They said you were impossible to read, impossible to replace, impossible to live without. Every time they tried to move forward, something invisible pulled them back to your memory. That's because heaven placed a piece of your light inside their conscience, and now it glows too bright to ignore. Their words were never just words, they were keys unlocking unseen doors in your destiny. Hold on and stay with me, because this realization is spreading faster than you think. The person who once thought they could replace you now speaks of you with reverence. They've told others, "It's strange, no matter who I meet, no one carries the same energy." And when they said it, heaven smiled, because truth was finally spoken. You were never ordinary, you were chosen. Something huge is about to unfold. Don't skip. Destiny is aligning people, moments, and memories to honor the light that was once misunderstood. Those who once took you for granted are being awakened by the very same presence they ignored. They are seeing you in dreams, hearing your name in random moments, and feeling emotions they can't explain. That's not coincidence, it's divine recall. Stay till the end, because this is where heaven begins to reward your silence. Every tear you shed in secret is now becoming a seed that blossoms into miracles. The same lips that once spoke doubt about you will soon speak honor. The same hearts that turned away will be drawn back, not for you to validate them, but for you to see how much you've grown. Hold on and stay with me, because the universe is turning your story into a revelation. There's a reason you were impossible to forget, it's because you were never meant to blend in. You were meant to leave fingerprints on souls, echoes in hearts, and warmth in spaces even after you've walked away. Your absence taught them the meaning of presence. Now the tables are turning. Someone who once spoke about you with confusion is now speaking about you with gratitude. They said, "I didn't realize it then, but they were my calm, my guide, my divine reminder." Those words carried power, and heaven heard them all. Stay till the end, my child, because soon the proof will appear in your reality. The one who confessed your name is being led back toward their truth, and their truth is you. But this time, you will stand stronger, wiser, brighter. You will not chase, you will attract. You will not explain, you will simply exist, and your energy will speak louder than words. Hold on and stay with me, because your story is about to complete its circle. Every whispered confession, every hidden emotion, every moment of pain, it all led to this point where the world finally sees what heaven always knew: you are unforgettable, irreplaceable, divinely rare. So don't skip. Stay till the end. Because what's coming next isn't just a message, it's the manifestation of every word ever spoken in awe of you. Heaven has declared, your name will be remembered, your story will be celebrated, and your light will never fade again. My beloved child, something in the unseen world has shifted in your favor, and you can feel it if you take a deep breath right now. There's a pulse in the air, an energy that feels like a memory returning after a long journey. Hold on and stay with me, because what you're about to realize will move you to your core. Someone who once spoke your name with confusion is now whispering it with admiration. They tried to understand why you stayed in their thoughts, but heaven never gave them peace about you, because your purpose in their life was divine, not ordinary. Stay till the end, because the story that began as a quiet confession is now becoming a divine awakening. They told another person that you were impossible to forget, but they didn't stop there. They said, every time I see someone with their kindness, it reminds me of them, but it's never the same. Their energy, their voice, their eyes, their silence, it all stays with me. Those weren't just emotional words, they were a soul speaking from truth. Heaven made sure those words would find their way back to you, not as flattery, but as confirmation of your worth. Hold on and stay with me, because your story has entered a new chapter. The person who once didn't understand your love is now realizing that your absence was their biggest loss. They tried to fill the space with distractions, but nothing replaced the calm you brought. The peace you carried wasn't human, it was heavenly. You were the stillness they didn't know they needed. Stay till the end, my child, because the universe is preparing a moment where the same person who once watched you walk away will see you rise. You won't need to prove anything, your glow will do all the talking. Every good seed you planted is about to bloom in front of the same eyes that once overlooked it. This is divine justice, soft, silent, but undeniable. They have told others, I didn't see it then, but they were different. And as they spoke those words, heaven began aligning miracles in your name. Every honest confession about you is now becoming a spiritual currency that builds your favor. The energy you gave out with pure heart is now returning multiplied, filled with peace, wealth, and recognition. Hold on and stay with me, because destiny is folding time to bring back what you deserve. The person who once misunderstood you is now surrounded by reminders of you. Your essence shows up in songs, in colors, in voices, in dreams. That's how heaven reminds them, you can't erase what was divine. Something beautiful is about to happen, my beloved. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because soon, someone who once walked away will return, not to repeat history, but to acknowledge what they lost. They will look at you and realize you were never just a person, they were standing next to destiny and didn't know it. Hold on and stay with me, because in the next season, your name will not just be spoken, it will be honored. The same confessions once whispered behind your back will become public respect. The universe is rewriting your reputation with truth and grace. My beloved child, you are unforgettable not because they said it, but because heaven designed you that way. So when you hear that someone confided you are impossible to forget, know this, it's not just their heart speaking. It's heaven confirming your divine value. Stay till the end, because this moment, this realization, is only the beginning of your rise. Everything that once hurt you is now turning into proof that you were always chosen. The world may have forgotten for a while, but destiny didn't. You were meant to be remembered, and now, the world will finally see why. My beloved child, tonight the heavens are whispering your name again. There is a reason this message has reached you right now. It's because the truth that was once hidden is finally ready to be revealed. Hold on and stay with me, because every word you're about to hear will touch the deepest part of your soul. Someone who once walked away in silence has begun to speak about you again, but this time, it's different. This time, it's not regret that fills their heart, it's realization. They told another person, I tried to forget them. I tried to move on, but their energy follows me everywhere I go. They said it softly, almost afraid that speaking your name would summon every memory they buried. And heaven listened. Stay till the end, because what was once buried is rising. Those words they confessed in secrecy didn't vanish into thin air. They became vibrations, traveling through the atmosphere, echoing across timelines, reaching the exact moment you would need to hear them. Right now. You see, my child, when someone speaks truth with emotion, heaven records it. And the truth they spoke about you carried power. They admitted that your presence changed them. That after you, nothing felt the same. They said, they were light. They didn't just enter my life, they awakened me. And as those words were spoken, heaven smiled and said, finally. Hold on and stay with me, because this is where the divine twist begins. What they said about you has begun to manifest into your destiny. Every confession of admiration, every acknowledgement of your strength, every moment they described your spirit, it all became a magnet pulling favor, abundance, and peace into your life. The love they didn't understand back then is becoming the blessing you're about to walk into now. Stay till the end, because your story is turning into something extraordinary. The same person who once didn't see your worth is now realizing that you were never meant to be understood, you were meant to be felt. And once someone truly feels your spirit, they can never unfeel it. That's why they can't escape the thought of you. They've told others, there was something different about them. The way they spoke, the way they saw the world, it wasn't normal. It was divine. And those words, my beloved, have been carried to heaven as a form of praise over your life. You may not hear them say it to your face, but the spiritual realm has already confirmed it. You are unforgettable because you carry the mark of purpose. Hold on and stay with me, because the next chapter of your story is being written in gold. The same energy that once surrounded you with pain is now surrounding you with peace. The same voice that once doubted you is now speaking your name with wonder. The same silence that once hurt you is now breaking with confessions that lift you higher. Stay till the end, because what's coming next is breathtaking. Heaven is preparing a moment where you'll hear your name again, not in sorrow, but in awe. Not in whispers, but in light. You will see with your own eyes that every delay had meaning, every distance had purpose, every heartbreak had design. My beloved child, you are not just someone's memory, you are someone's awakening. You are the lesson they prayed for too late, the peace they didn't know they needed, the miracle they thought they lost forever. And soon, everything that was spoken about you in private will manifest in your favor in public. Hold on and stay with me, because your rise has already begun. The same world that once doubted you is about to watch heaven lift you into places your heart always dreamed of. This is your moment of divine recognition. You are impossible to forget, because God Himself decided your story would echo through eternity. My beloved child, the air feels different tonight. It's not your imagination, something sacred is being written in the atmosphere about you. Hold on and stay with me, because what I'm about to tell you carries the kind of truth that can only be revealed to chosen hearts. Someone, somewhere, still speaks your name in rooms you've never entered. They speak it quietly, like a secret they're trying to hide from the world but can't hide from themselves. The weight of what they once felt for you hasn't disappeared, it has only transformed into a story that heaven itself keeps retelling. Stay till the end, because the way heaven is weaving this story will leave you in awe. They told another person, I tried everything, distraction, silence, distance, but their memory keeps finding me. Those weren't just words, they were a confession from the soul. And when they said it, heaven didn't stay silent. It responded. Every honest word spoken about you began turning into divine favor, wrapping your future with light that cannot be dimmed. Hold on and stay with me, because this part of your journey is the one where heaven begins to repay you for all the pain you endured quietly. The one who once left you confused is now carrying your lessons in their spirit. They are remembering the way you cared, the way you forgave, the way you loved without condition. You became their mirror, their silent teacher, and now, they are learning in your absence what they never learned in your presence. Stay till the end, because this truth is more powerful than you realize. They didn't just talk about you, they revealed themselves. When they said you were impossible to forget, they unknowingly admitted that your soul was different. They said, no matter where I go, I feel their energy. And heaven smiled, because your energy was never meant to fade, it was meant to be eternal. Your name carries vibration, and that vibration now opens doors for you. People who have never met you are beginning to sense your light. Blessings are aligning, connections are forming, and the same grace that made you unforgettable to one heart is about to make you irresistible to destiny itself. Hold on and stay with me, because your season of recognition has started. The conversations about you are no longer filled with confusion, they're filled with realization. The same voice that once said, they're difficult to understand, now whispers, they were sent from above. The same lips that once doubted you are now speaking your praise. Stay till the end, my beloved, because what's coming will confirm every silent promise heaven ever made to you. The one who once looked away will soon see you rise in ways they never imagined. You won't have to prove anything, your peace will speak louder than your pain. Your glow will testify for you. The person who once thought they moved on has now become a messenger of your legacy. Every time they mention you, they open another gate of blessing over your life. And this time, those gates will not close. They've said it again, they were different. They were light. And heaven replied, yes. And that light will never fade. Hold on and stay with me, because before this moment ends, you will feel it, a calm peace, a divine confirmation that everything that left you was never loss, it was direction. Everything that hurt you was shaping you. Everything that was said about you was turning into your elevation. Stay till the end, my beloved child. For the story that began with someone's quiet confession is ending with heaven's loud celebration. You are not impossible to forget, you are impossible to replace. And the world is about to witness why heaven has always been whispering your name. My beloved child, the moment you've been waiting for is closer than you think. Something powerful has begun to shift in the unseen, and your name is at the center of it. Hold on and stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal will awaken something deep inside you. There are conversations happening about you that you can't hear, but heaven can. Someone who once underestimated your worth is now being reminded of everything you were. Their heart, once silent, has started to tremble with the realization that they never truly let you go. Stay till the end, because the truth that's about to surface is not just emotional, it's divine. They told another person, I thought I moved on, but something in me keeps returning to their memory. They confessed it quietly, almost in disbelief, wondering why your image still flashes before their eyes. That's not coincidence, my child. That's spiritual connection. Heaven allowed them to feel the absence of your light so they could finally understand its worth. Hold on and stay with me, because their words didn't vanish into thin air, they became part of your elevation. Every confession spoken with truth has been absorbed by heaven and converted into blessings. Their realization has become your restoration. Every time they mention your name, another door of favor opens for you. That's how divine balance works. It turns pain into power, and memory into manifestation. They said you were impossible to forget, and they were right. Because what they didn't know is that you weren't meant to be forgotten. You were meant to be remembered forever. Heaven wrote your name in the story of their awakening. You were the lesson wrapped in light, the miracle disguised as a moment. Stay till the end, because what they lost is what's now lifting you higher. There was a time you questioned yourself, wondering if you mattered. But heaven was watching, writing down every tear, every silent prayer, every time you chose love over bitterness. Those moments are now unfolding as your breakthrough. The same people who once overlooked your heart are now haunted by the beauty of your soul. Hold on and stay with me, because this is the turning point. The one who once ignored your presence now finds themselves surrounded by reminders of you. They see your reflection in random faces, hear your tone in unexpected voices, feel your energy in the quietest hours of the night. That's the universe returning what was once dismissed. Stay till the end, because what's coming next is sacred. Heaven is aligning timelines, people, and moments so perfectly that it will feel surreal. You will meet new faces who see your worth immediately, without needing to lose you to understand it. You will walk into rooms where your energy commands respect, where your silence carries power, and your smile shifts atmospheres. Someone once confided that you were impossible to forget, and heaven agreed. But now, that confession has turned into confirmation. You are unforgettable because you were designed to leave divine imprints, not temporary impressions. You were never meant to fade into someone's past, you were meant to become part of their transformation. Hold on and stay with me, because destiny is circling back. Everything that left your life is being replaced with what was meant to stay. Every word ever spoken about you in truth is returning with multiplied favor. Every heart that truly loved you, even silently, is being guided back toward you, but this time, through peace, not pain. Stay till the end, my beloved, because you're about to see it happen. The same world that once turned away will now turn toward you. The same story that began with someone's confession will end with your celebration. You are not only unforgettable, you are divinely untouchable. Your presence is no longer a mystery, it's a message. A message that says, when heaven marks you, no one can erase you. So walk forward, radiant and calm, because the words once whispered behind your back are now echoing in the halls of destiny, lifting your name higher than ever before. My beloved child, destiny has been whispering your name through every breeze, every sign, and every quiet thought that lingers when the world goes still. Something sacred is unfolding, and it carries the weight of truth that was once spoken in secret. Hold on and stay with me, because what's about to be revealed will touch the deepest parts of your heart. There was a moment. A quiet, fragile moment, when someone confessed to another soul that you were impossible to forget. They didn't plan to say it, it escaped them like truth breaking through denial. They said, every time I think I've let them go, something reminds me, something small, something divine. That's when the listener paused, realizing those words weren't just emotional, they were prophetic. Heaven was listening. Stay till the end, because heaven took that confession and turned it into movement. The energy of those words began to shift things around you. It's why lately, you've been feeling sudden waves of peace or bursts of energy out of nowhere. It's because someone's truth about you reached the divine frequency, and now heaven is responding with favor. Hold on and stay with me, because this is not just about someone missing you, it's about the universe honoring your essence. You see, when a soul like yours touches another, it leaves an eternal imprint. You don't just pass through lives, you transform them. That's why they spoke your name with such weight, because they knew deep down that meeting you was never a coincidence. It was divine timing. They told another person, their eyes held stories I couldn't read. Their silence spoke louder than words. Those sentences carried light, and heaven used them to paint blessings across your path. That's why lately, things you thought were lost are returning, because what was said in truth always finds its way back in manifestation. Stay till the end, my beloved, because this is where the story shifts in your favor. The same person who once doubted your place in their life now speaks about you with reverence. They told someone, I didn't understand it then, but now I know, they were sent to me for a reason. And those words unlocked a new timeline for you, a timeline filled with clarity, abundance, and peace. Hold on and stay with me, because the energy surrounding you is sacred. You've been remembered in conversations that heaven allowed to happen, not to stir pain, but to restore alignment. You've been mentioned in prayer-like tones, and even the earth has begun responding to your vibration. Doors that once stayed shut are about to open without struggle. Opportunities that felt delayed are now racing toward you. Stay till the end, because what's coming next will feel unreal. You'll start noticing people drawn to you for no reason, they'll say you feel familiar, comforting, radiant. That's not random, it's the echo of that confession moving through the air. Heaven is reminding the world of your light. Someone once said you were impossible to forget, and now that truth has become the reason your destiny is accelerating. The words they spoke created ripples in the spiritual realm, and those ripples are turning into waves of breakthrough in your life. The divine doesn't forget honesty spoken with emotion, it multiplies it. Hold on and stay with me, because this part of your story ends beautifully. The one who once spoke your name with hesitation will soon speak it with pride. Not because they own your story, but because they finally understand it. You were never a passing chapter, you were the revelation. Stay till the end, my beloved, because you are about to see the full circle. Everything that was whispered in secrecy about you will become light for your journey. You are unforgettable, not because of what they said, but because heaven made it so. Your energy has become a language that even silence understands. And now, as the stars align and time bends in your favor, know this: you are stepping into the season where what was once confided in whispers will be declared as wonder. Your name is no longer just being spoken, it's being celebrated. My beloved child, tonight the universe is silent, but that silence is not empty, it's echoing with your name. Something divine is aligning, and you are at the center of it. Hold on and stay with me, because the words you're about to hear are not just words, they are confirmations your soul has been waiting for. Somewhere, someone has spoken of you again. But this time, it wasn't out of pain or confusion, it was out of awe. They said, no matter how much time passes, I still feel their presence. They didn't mean it as nostalgia, they meant it as recognition. They finally understand that your connection wasn't ordinary, it was spiritual. Stay till the end, because the moment their heart realized your worth, heaven began to move in your favor. They spoke of you not with regret, but with reverence. They told another person, there was something about them I couldn't explain. It wasn't love in the usual way, it was something sacred. Those words traveled like light through realms unseen, reaching the ears of the divine. And now, every time your name is mentioned, another door of destiny opens quietly in your path. Hold on and stay with me, because this realization is not only theirs, it's yours too. For the longest time, you carried questions: did they ever truly care? Did my presence ever matter? Heaven's answer is yes, louder than your doubts, stronger than your fears. The energy you gave out was never wasted, it planted seeds in places you couldn't see. Stay till the end, because the harvest of those seeds is near. Every kind word you spoke, every moment you stood in faith, every time you chose light over anger, all of it was being recorded. And now, those actions are returning to you as blessings disguised as opportunities. The same universe that once tested your patience is now rewarding your endurance. My beloved child, they told someone that you were unforgettable, and they were right. But what they didn't realize was that your purpose was never to be remembered by people, it was to be recognized by heaven. You were never meant to be someone's once upon a time. You were sent to be their awakening, their shift, their divine turning point. Hold on and stay with me, because this chapter is sacred. The person who once spoke your name in confusion is now speaking it with understanding. They've started to see that your presence was a form of protection. You weren't there to break them, you were there to prepare them. And heaven, in return, is preparing something extraordinary for you. Stay till the end, because everything is aligning faster than you think. The right people, the right doors, the right timing, it's all falling into place. The same energy that once made you question your worth is now becoming the force that confirms it. The confessions once whispered in shadows are now turning into testimonies of your strength. You have become a living reminder that pure souls can't be forgotten. That when you walk into someone's life, you don't just leave footprints, you leave transformation. The reason they said you were impossible to forget is because you awaken parts of their soul that had never seen light before. Hold on and stay with me, because this is the part where heaven proves that nothing about you was ever in vain. The energy you gave will return multiplied. The love you poured will come back purified. The words once spoken behind your back will soon echo in front of you, but this time, with admiration. Stay till the end, my beloved, because you are about to witness the completion of a divine circle. What began as a quiet confession will end as your public elevation. Heaven never forgot what was said about you, it preserved it, purified it, and turned it into power. So lift your head, breathe deeply, and remember this truth: you are not impossible to forget, you are unforgettable by design. The world is about to remember your name for all the right reasons.